Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the previous class we discussed about the angiosperm and its characteristic features. Okay. Today we will discuss about the last topic in this chapter, that is life cycle and alternation of generation in plants. Life cycle and alternation of generation in case of plants. We discuss all the categories of plant which are algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. These are the 5 classes of plants we already discussed. Characteristic features of the algae and classification, economic importance, bryophyte classification and characteristics, pteridophyte classification and characteristics, gymnosperm, and lastly angiosperm characteristic features we discussed. Okay. In all these plants we notice one thing. In case of algae and bryophyte, the plant body is gametophyte and it is dominant. Gametophyte is dominant, plant body is gametophyte and it is dominant. The sporophytic plant body is depend on the gametophyte. Here I can write that sporophyte dependent. Okay. I am not getting space here, that is why understand this one is a dependent. In case of pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm, the plant body is sporophyte and dominant. Okay. But here in some cases the sporophytic plant body is dominant, the gametophytic structures are depend on the sporophyte in case of pteridophyte and gymnosperm. But in case of angiosperm, almost all the cases sporophyte is dominant. Gametophyte have the less lifespan. Okay. Now we can discuss the life cycle. Life cycle in the sense the complete formation of the next generation from the parent generation. Alternation of generation, while discussing about the bryophyte, pteridophyte and algae, I told that alternation of generation, sporophytic to gametophyte, gametophyte to sporophyte, we can see that it is known as a alternation of generation. Okay. Only alternation of generation we can see in plants. Okay. Firstly, I have to mention gametophyte which we are talking now. In all the cases it is always haploid. Gametophyte means gamete producing structure. Here I will write gamete producing structure, or we can say the plant body. Gametophyte is always haploid. Haploid in the sense small single length. Okay. Then it is very important to understand the concept. Next one, the sporophyte which is present, sporophyte is always diploid. Remember this one, it's always diploid. Okay, gametophyte in the sense it is haploid, single N. The sporophyte is always diploid, 2N. Okay, two sets of chromosomes are present, only single set of chromosome is present. Gametophyte means gamete producing structures. Gametes are always haploid. Gametes are always haploid in condition. In case of sporophyte, it is a spore producing structure. Spore producing structure. It's all, the spores are always haploid. Okay, through the meiosis, the spore will produced by the sporangia. Okay. While discussing about the pteridophyte, bryophyte and gymnosperm, I discussed that microsporophyll, megasporophyll, microspores, megaspores, microsporangium, megasporangium, microsporophyll, megasporophylls. Already we discussed each and every point while discussing the general characteristics of the plants. Now we can start the actual important topic, that is the alternation of generation. Before going to start that, let's perfect these two lines. Gametophyte is always haploid, it is a gamete producing structures, gametes are haploid. Sporophyte is always diploid, it produces the spore, spores are always haploid. Okay. I can give the simple basic knowledge about the alternation of generation. I told that alternation of generation means alternatively the sporophyte then gametophyte, gametophyte to sporophyte, conversion in the life cycle of an plant. Okay, here I will write sporophyte. I told that sporophyte is always diploid. Okay. Then next, gametophyte. Gametophyte is always haploid. Alternation of generation in the sense sporophyte to gametophyte, gametophyte to sporophyte. What occurs in between the sporophyte and gametophytic stages? Okay. Now we can discuss. The sporophyte means spore producing structure. It produces the spore by the meiosis. By meiosis, spores are formed. The spores are haploid. The spores going to be germinate, gives rise to the gametophyte. Then gamete, in the gametophyte, two types of gametes are produced, male gamete and a female gamete. They fuse to form a zygote. Zygote is diploid in condition. It forms the sporophyte. This is the life cycle of all the plants. It is known as a alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. This is a rough idea about the alternation of generation. Okay. There are three types of life cycle you have to study in your NCERT book. There are three types of alternation of generation are given. Here I will write types. There are three types. Those are haplontic, diplontic, next haplodiplontic. Here first one that is a haplontic, second one that is diplontic, third one haplodiplontic. Haplontic in the sense, one second, haplontic means here haploid gametophyte is dominant, means the name it shows that haploid you know that gametophyte is always haploid. Haploid means haploid gametophyte dominant. Okay. Then in which class of the plants we can see the haplontic life cycle? Haplo means haploid phase is dominant. In case of algae, we can see the haplontic type of life cycle or alternation of generation. Example is algae. Okay. Then second one that is a diplontic life cycle. Diplontic life cycle we can say diploid sporophyte is dominant. Diploid sporophyte is dominant. Example, higher plants like angiosperms and gymnosperms. These are the example for the, means in case of angiosperms and gymnosperms we can see the diplontic. Their sporophyte is always diploid and it is very dominant. Then haplodiplontic means it is an intermediate life cycle or intermediate alternation of generation. Haplodiplontic life cycle we can see in case of bryophytes and pteridophyte. In case of bryophytes and pteridophytes we can see the haplodiplontic, that is the intermediate life cycle. Okay, here in case of bryophyte, the sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte. You know that in case of bryophyte the gametophyte is dominant, sporophyte is dependent on the gametophyte. The sporophyte is always attached to the body of the gametophyte. Okay, next one pteridophyte. Here I will write. Okay, pteridophyte. In case of pteridophyte, sporophyte and gametophyte are independent, are completely independent to each other. These are the three types of life cycle in case of plant: haplontic, diplontic, haplodiplontic. Now we can discuss about the first type of life cycle, that is haplontic type of life cycle. Haplontic in case of algae we can see this type of life cycle. Example is algae. Few are the algae members have exception. Here I will write exception in the last of this class, I will mention what are the algae exception for the haplontic life cycle. ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಗೆ ಹೆಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಕ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ಲು ಇರೋಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಗೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಉಳ್ಕಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಗೆ ಒಳಗೂ ನಾವು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಹೆಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಕ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಲ್ಗೆ the plant body is gametophyte. You know that plant body is gametophyte. Plant body gametophyte. Okay, in that gametophyte the gametes are produced. This is the sperm, this one is a egg. Okay, sperm and eggs are produced on the plant body only. Okay, then the zygote forms on the by the fusion of egg and sperm. The zygote forms on the plant body only. Zygote, you know that egg is haploid, sperm is haploid because those are the gametes, but a zygote is diploid. In case of algae, here I will write the points. Only zygote is diploid, except all the stages are haploid. Okay, this zygote undergoes meiosis to form a spores. Spores are haploid. Then the spores going to be germinate. Okay, by the mitosis division to form a gametophyte. This is the life cycle in case of algae. You can see all the other stages in case of algae is haploid. Only the zygote is diploid. Okay, then here you can mention here sporophyte is completely depend on gametophyte. Gametophyte is green, you know that plant body is a gametophyte. Green, photosynthetic and dominant. This is in case of algae. In case of algae, example for the haplontic life cycle are Volvox, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, which we discussed in the regular class, in the initial class. I will write here examples: Volvox, Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas are the example for haplontic life cycle. Next, just you have to mention only the zygote is haploid, except all the stages, all the structures are haploid, only the zygote is diploid. Okay, this is all about the haplontic life cycle. Second one is a diplontic life cycle. Diplontic type of life cycle. Example, in case of angiosperm and gymnosperm, we can see the diplontic type of life cycle. Here I will mention the point. Diploid sporophyte is dominant, then gametophyte is dependent. Okay, you know that in the angiosperm these are the flowering plant, seed bearing plants are the gymnosperms. You can see the complete plant. Okay, in that plant the specialized structure is a sporophyll, or in case of gymnosperm that is the cone sporophyll. In case of angiosperm flowers, they have the micro sporophyll in case of gymnosperm, or carpel. Okay. Then in case of the microsporophyll, or that is the stamen. Microsporophyll anna ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, female sex organ. It is also a stamen in case of angiosperm. Okay. Then megasporophyll or carpel. Okay. The microsporophyll undergoes to the meiosis or the stamens, which develops the spores, that those are the microspores. Microspores are also known as pollen grains. Okay. Then megasporophyll or the carpels have the embryo sac, which develops the egg. Okay. The pollen grain through the pollination, by pollination transfer to egg, transfers the male gametes. The fusion of egg and male gamete forms the zygote. Zygote is diploid, the egg is haploid, male gamete is a haploid. After the formation of zygote, it undergoes to the mitosis to form a gametophytic plant body. Sporophytic plant body. This is a sporophytic plant body because it produces the two types of spores, microspores and the megaspores. This is a life cycle in case of angiosperms. Okay. I will show the diagrams which are given in your NCERT book, then you can easily understand what I am trying to say with the diagram of each and every step. Then third one, that is the haplodiplotic life cycle we can see in bryophyte and pteridophyte. In case of bryophyte also, the plant body is thallus. It have the male sex organ, antheridium. I hope all of you Understand the each and every term. You all remember the male sex organ and the female sex organ in case of pteridophyte and the bryophyte. The male sex organ is antheridium, female sex organ is archegonium, which produces the archegonium produces the egg, antheridium produces the antherozoid, which require the water for their fertilization. Okay. The fusion of antherozoids and archegonium forms the zygote on the gametophytic plant body only. You have to remember, gametophytic plant body only, that spore, that zygote develops to form a sporophyte. Here in case of sporophyte, in bryophyte it have the three structure: foot, seta and capsule. Okay. Inside this capsule the spores are going to be formed. Those spores are haploid, they are formed by the meiosis division. Then the spores going to be germinate to form a original haploid gametophytic plant body. This is in case of bryophyte. Okay. But in case of pteridophyte, almost all the condition is same, only the difference is the sporophyte is completely independent of gametophyte. Sporophytic stage is independent of gametophytic stage. In case of sporophyte, in case of bryophyte is somewhat green and multicellular. In case of pteridophyte it is completely multicellular. Okay. Once again we can recall that in case of algae haplontic life cycle. Okay. In that gametophyte dominant because it is haploid. Example Volvox, Spirogyra, then Chlamydomonas. Okay. Then in case of gymnosperm and angiosperm, we can see the diplontic life cycle. Here we can say that sporophyte is dominant because it is diploid. Example all the gymnosperm and angiosperm. But one of the algae member also have the diplontic life cycle, that is fucus. Here I will write FUCUS. Fucus is one of the algae, even though it have the diplontic life cycle. It is very important. It is one of the exception for the algae. Next, in case of bryophyte and pteridophyte, haplodiplontic cycle. Here intermediate in between sporophyte and gametophyte are equally dominant. Okay. Here we can say the bryophyte and pteridophytes are the example for the haplodiplontic life cycle. But some algae like Ectocarpus is a Phaeophyceae, that is brown algae. Phaeophyceae member have the haplodiplontic life cycle, and another algae, that is Polysiphonia, have the, it is a Rhodophyceae, that is red algae. It also have the haplodiplontic life cycle. These are the two exceptions for the haplodiplontic life cycle of the algae. ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ you can get the full marks. Okay. In case of algae, we can see the haplodiplontic life cycle. There we can see the gametophyte is dominant over sporophyte. Example of Volvox Pyrogarant Chlamydomonas. Next one, in case of gymnosperm and angiosperm, we can see the diplontic life cycle. Diplontic means diploid. Sporophyte is dominant over the gametophyte. Example for the diplontic are gymnosperm and angiosperm. All the gymnosperms and angiosperm. But one of the rare case, the algae fucus have the diplontic life cycle. Okay. Next, bryophyte and pteridophyte. In case of bryophyte and pteridophyte, the diplontic life, the pteridophyte and bryophyte, we can see the haplodiplontic type of life cycle. Example, all the bryophytes and pteridophytes. One of the exception, that is the, in case of Ectocorpus and Polysiphonia are the example of algae, even though they follow the haplodiplontic life cycle. They have the haplodiplontic life cycle. This is very important topic in the third chapter. Please make the notes. This is very important. You can expect 5 marks question from this topic. Just you have to remember the examples and the alternation of generation, which phase is dominant over which one. Okay. You can get the full marks. Please practice this diagram. I will show some schematic representations which are given in your NCERT book. This is one, that is the haplontic. You can see the blue color mark which shows the small or the little lifespan of the plant have the diploid stage. Here you can see the zygote only have the diploid condition. Gametophyte to gametogenesis, by the gametogenesis zygote formation, by the zygote meiosis forms the spores. Spores are haploid. This is one is a haplontic. Example, algae. Here I will write example, algae. Okay, done. Second one, here you can see only small portion of the lifespan have the haploid condition. Okay, here you can see the gametophyte only have the haploid condition. Remaining all the structure have the diploid condition. Example, angiosperm and gymnosperm. Angiosperms and the dipnosperms. Okay, next. Third one, that is the haplodiplontic. You can see both the stages, both means it is intermediate. You can see the half of the lifespan is pink color, half of the lifespan is shows as a blue one. Means both the haploid and diploid are equally distributed. You can see the spores are haploid, gametophyte haploid, and by the gametogenesis syngamy, that is zygote is diploid, sporophyte is diploid, and by the meiosis spores it is haplodiplontic. Example are the bryophyte and few algae and pteridophyte. This is the best way to understand the alternation of generation. Okay. We will start the next lesson in the next class. I hope all of you getting all these points. Please read regularly and watch the videos. Don't skip any videos. Thank you.